Hello, guys. Hi, guys, hear me? Okay, good evening, everybody. I understand there is some buffering. So how YouTube uh, streaming works is that there's going to be a little bit of delay, and this webinar is apparently hosted on Zoom, and we are streaming live on YouTube. So so you guys have to forgive me. So first of all, I'm welcoming everybody. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so first of all, welcoming everybody to Digital Witch IT Support Community. I'm here. I'm happy to have everyone join us. So I'm really excited to have everyone join us. And some of you have apparently been in the group for a very long time. And it's not easy just to be in the group, like just be in the group and nothing is happening there. So I'm really excited that some of you waited. And until today. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself because I wouldn't want us to waste a whole lot of time here. So I'm just going ahead to introduce myself. My name is Ekutos Nam Ada Cynthia, and my students call me Nemonade. Some of you will probably might have seen my students call me Nemonade. So everybody who is in digital, which probably calls me Nemonade. And I studied English and literature at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So I'm not a science student. For those of you that will be wondering, maybe she studied computer science, or maybe she studied computer engineering or anything science. I'm a pure art student, like pure art. You know, when you come to the university, they have what they call art and humanities. And I think what I study is purely art. So I study literature. And currently, I'm a DevOps engineer by profession and also a customer success analyst. And on the side, I'm a teacher. So most of you already know that I'm the founder of Digital Witch IT Support Community. So I'm a teacher, and Digital Witch, as you all know, has been in existence since 2 years. We started in March 2021. So apparently we are 2 years plus and counting. And so far, so good. We have been able to train more than 30,000 people globally, and most of our students are in Nigeria here. Then recently, we noticed that most of our students, apparently, we also have a lot of students, like at least 20% in the UK, US, Canada, and other countries. However, most of our students are in Nigeria, right? So today, everything about this webinar is just going to be us having conversation around Digital Witch, what we do, why you should join us, or the requirement before you join us. You understand? They need to be, like, they have to be a requirement, of course. You don't just wake up and join a community. And I think somebody also asked me, somebody from your group also asked me, how did I get started? Let me see what I have on my slide. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I think I just need to check what I have. Let me check what I have on my slide. So somebody asked me what digital is all about, and maybe I would just hear a little bit about how I got started. So apparently, when I started working remotely in 2020 during COVID. So I work with Microsoft. I started working with Microsoft around 2018, and during COVID, Microsoft launched Every One of Us. And during that time, even before the COVID, I've been taking a lot of courses. Most of you apparently know me on Facebook. So I've been taking a lot of courses. And at some point, I felt like, I also share lots of inbox stories. And each time I read all these hide my inbox stories, at the end of the story, I will notice that one of the mostly frequent problem that most of all these women were having is money, money, money. At the end of their gist, you will see the person says something like, I don't have money, or I need money, something like that. And I was like, if there is any way some of these people can be empowered, that means their problems will be a little bit reduced. So how do we empower these people? So I started running a free class around 2019, towards 2020. I started running free classes, but people weren't taking me seriously. So more like I had to beg people to learn. I created a WhatsApp group, added a lot of my friends, and I had to beg them to learn. Nobody was serious. And at some point, I got frustrated and I stopped teaching. And around 2021, again, I just wake up one day. I was like, all these women, because I actually had issues with my mom. I'm the first child of 8 children, and we lost our father. My mom was just a stay-at-home mom. And being a stay-at-home mom, you know how difficult it is for a Nigerian woman who is a stay-at-home mom with plenty children. And unfortunately for me, I'm the only graduate in my family and the oldest. And the responsibility of taking care of my younger ones kind of fall on me. That is not like a mandatory responsibility, but of course, I thought somebody needed to step up. And looking at the whole thing, how it's played out, I felt like a lot of women out there need to be empowered. And I had to make a post on Facebook. I was like, if I decide to teach what I do, would you guys be interested? I was apparently talking to the women, meaning the initial purpose of my community was to create a space where women will learn skills and probably empower themselves and be financially free. But after our first month, the guys were like, every time you guys are fighting about inequality, gender, whatever, and this time around you want to do something and you think it's only the women that need to benefit. And that was how we made the group to be a community that is going to cater for both genders. There is not like I'm a man, I'm a woman. Since it's all about upskilling, everybody needs to upskill, everybody needs to get better, everybody needs to do, do anything just to get money, right? So anything legal, I'm not talking about anything legal. So the second month, we started teaching, but this time around, we started teaching irrespective of your gender. As long as you are willing to learn, you are willing to go the extra mile and learn, we have to include everybody. So basically, based on what we have today, where I'm going to be introducing you guys to Digital Witch, what Digital Witch is all about, and what we do. So at Digital Witch, we teach on-demand IT skills that we enable individuals to be able to work from home, to be able to, stand the test of time out there. Like, if being a graduate in Nigeria is not enough. Like, I used to ask people, if you are an employer, like if you're a CEO, if you're a company owner, will you employ yourself? Like, look at your qualification at the moment, look at all the skills you have, look at your certificate, and you have a company, and somebody asks you, I'm looking for somebody that will manage this company for me. Ask yourself, if you are the owner of the company, are you going to employ yourself? Like, do you think you have the right skills to manage your company? So when you answer that question honestly, you will understand that your university is not enough. Do you understand? University is not enough to make you get the kind of job you want. Like the Nigeria, especially, let me say, the world has grown beyond our Nigeria curriculum. Being a graduate doesn't really give you that opportunity that you can compete with every other person in the outer world. That is why when you graduate as a Nigeria, you find it difficult blending. Some of you will be like, there is no job. But if I share my screen with you guys now, I can categorically show you so many jobs, like thousands of jobs that when you read the description, you will feel like this job is not for you. You will feel like you are not qualified for this job because you don't even know what the job is talking about. And it's not like what the job is talking about is really, really difficult. But you know, what you don't know is bigger than you. You don't know something, you don't know something. So the whole idea of the community is that we train you in all those on-demand skills, those things that will make you, when you see a job description and you'll be like, oh, I don't know what is this job they talk. So we train you in all those skills that when you look at the job description, you'll be like, okay, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Do you understand? So the idea is, we are trying to purge people that mindset of there is no job, there is no job. There are jobs everywhere. The problem is that you are not employable. You are not qualified to do those jobs. You don't have the right skills to do the jobs out there. The people you are competing with are way, way ahead of you. Do you understand? So now, what have we been doing? So apparently, we, like I said, since 2021, we have been able to train more than 30,000 people. Like the least students we have every month is like 500. Sometimes we have up to 1,000 students, sometimes less. But these are the numbers of students we have like every month, right? And I would say that at least 60 to 70% of our students are doing amazingly well, which you can also attest to it, because most of you have your sisters, your friends, your friend in our community, and you can attest to the fact that some of them are doing well. However, I like to put it out there. In the community, it is not our responsibility to give you job. We don't give you job, we don't guarantee you job, but we teach you all the skills you need. We teach you about the platform where you need to go and apply for these jobs. We teach you how to apply for this job. We teach you how to get this job. But the responsibility of learning what we teach is on you, because of course they said that you can only take a horse to the river, but you can't force the horse to drink water. Like it is not my responsibility to force you to learn what we are doing. Some of you we register for the class but won't attend the class, and the class is also recorded. You will not even watch the recorded video. You only get to remember that you are in a group when your fellow students start doing well, right? So moving forward, somebody said that you can't hear anything. I think you need to check if your audio is working, or if you gave access, because I think many people can hear me and I can also hear my voice, right? So I think you need to increase your audio. Now, please don't ask question yet, so that your question don't get lost in the comments. Don't ask question yet. When it is time for me to ask you question, or when it is time for you to ask question, I will let you know. For now, don't ask questions so that your question don't get lost. Right. So, what is the course content? So what do we teach in the community? So in the community, we teach a lot of skills, ranging from, we teach you how to become should I say IT savvy or tech savvy. So we teach you how to become a tech savvy. Tech savvy is you knowing how to use your laptop, use your phone. You know, some of you, the only thing you know how to do is using your phone to type. There are a lot of things you can apparently do also. So we teach you generally how to become a tech savvy, how to navigate your system and all of that. That's what we teach you. Then when we come to the breakdown of the skills or the things you will be learning, then we are going to be teaching you how to become a customer support or technical support. We are going to be teaching you how to become a virtual assistant, executive assistant. We are going to be teaching you how to become a telemarketer. I don't know, some of you don't know all of this. But you are going to learn how to become a telemarketer. A telemarketer are those that sell products on the phone, and you are going to be working with international companies. We teach you how to generate leads. Generating leads means getting companies, potential customers, generating potential customers for companies. So we also teach you how to close sales. Then we teach you how to become an appointment setter and a scheduler. So you'll be able to schedule appointments with the person you are working with. You also get to know how to manage the appointment and set appointments and all of that. We teach you email management and email marketing. Then we also teach you CRMs. Of course, there is no way you can work remotely without knowing the required tools. There are lots of tools that will allow you to work remotely. Like, for instance, if you are working in the office, all you need to do in the morning is to go. Somebody is saying, so some of the for instance, some of you go to work in the office. You know, when you go to work in the office and your manager wants you to do something, your manager will apparently come to your seat or, you know, ask you to do this thing physically, and you do it. But when you are working remotely, you are not seeing Equitos, right? Equitos is your manager, but you're not seeing me physically. So Equitos cannot come to your desk and ask you, Ngozi, please, can you do this for me? It doesn't happen that way. So there need to be a tool. There need to be a CRM that allows Equitos to communicate with you. There need to be a tool that will allow you to communicate with the company customers. Like, there need to be a tools that will allow you to escalate issues. There will be a tools that will allow you to do what? To create all your tasks, manage your tasks, and so on and so forth. So these are the things we also get to teach you. Then, apart from all the skills we teach Airbnb and short-term rentals, but we also have a student who deal on that, you know, in detail. So if a student graduates, I'll be like, okay, wow, I want to go into this in detail. Then I will recommend the student for you. Then again, we also do not stop there. We teach you all the remote platform, where you can apparently explore all the skills you learned and start applying for job. Remote platform like Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. And apart from all the skills we teach you, we also go up, you know, above and beyond. We go above and beyond to bring some teachers who aren't like, that don't teach what we teach, to teach our students. Like me, I don't teach data entry, but I also go above and beyond to bring teachers outside our community to teach my students data entry for free. We teach Canva, we teach content creation, so many things for free. At some point, there was a time we invited a friend of mine, trained my 300 of my students on project management, and these guys are doing amazingly well. So there is so much benefit, or so much, should I say, there's a lot you can gain for joining the community, as long as you are willing to put in the effort. And I also want to put it out there that joining our community is not a get rich quick venture. I like making it, you know, some people like, when I join your community, how soon am I going to get a job? So I like making it very clear. Joining the community is not a get rich quick venture. You are going to work. Ask my students. Some of them will tell you when the class started, I feel like I'm back to school. I feel like I started school again, because my dear, you are going to study, you are going to put in needed effort, you are going to, you know, you are going to explore as much as you can. And like I said, I don't give jobs, I don't guarantee jobs. So whatever you make out of the training is like 50% my effort, which is in training you, and 50% of your effort, which is you learning and trying to know, to do what, to make as much as you can out of whatever you are learning, right? We also recommend people for jobs, but of course, I'm not promising you that you are going to be recommended, because for me to recommend somebody, you have to be a student who I know how much they can, you know, they can put into the job, how they are going to, how accountable they are. So for me to recommend a student, it have to be like someone who I have worked with in the past, and I'm sure they are not going to mess the job up. Do you understand the point I'm making? So recommending comes, but I cannot say it's going to be you. But then there's a lot of ways you can benefit from the community. If you join the community, I always advise our students to learn how to collaborate. Collaboration means that you are not just going to be an OES member, you are going to be a very proactive member. You are going to learn how to talk to people. You are going to learn how to, you know, how to collaborate with people, to engage with people, share ideas, learn from others. In that case, the people who you are working with at some point may be getting jobs, but you are not getting. So when it is time for them to recommend somebody, who do you think they are going to recommend? Of course, they are going to recommend you. So in the community, if you read some of the reviews I share on my page a lot, you see where somebody say, I was recommended by this person in the community, I was recommended by this person for this job. Why are they recommending you? Because they know that you can do the job. So if you join the community, I always advise people, put needed effort. Don't be those people say, I don't like talking in a group, I don't like doing this in a group, I don't like doing that. No, don't do that, because at the end of the day, you will have yourself to blame. So how do we run the class? The class is a live class via Zoom. So the class is what? Is a live class via Zoom. My training is not on WhatsApp. My training is not via chat. It's not via voice note. Our training is what? Via Zoom. So you join the Zoom live class and you'll be seeing everything happening. I'll be sharing my screen the way I'm sharing this screen. And if there is a tool, if I'm talking about tools, you are going to see the practicality of the tools. You'll be seeing us practicing every single thing I'm saying. So everything is well explained and well detailed, right? So it's not just about you. It's not just about you talking, but you are going to be in the group and you are going to see what is happening. Do you understand? You're going to see what is happening and see, oh, this is what they are doing. This is not what they are doing. And the class is also recorded. Why are we recording the class? Because we understand that some people or some persons are slow learners. So those slow learners can apparently do what? The slow learners can apparently watch the recorded video at their convenience. So you don't need to worry yourself, oh, the class is going on, ongoing, and I'm busy. I had to take my children to school. I had to work. I had to go to my business and all of that. The class is recorded. And at the end of every section, every student will get the recorded video. So at your convenience, you can watch the video, you can download the video, you can rewatch it over and over again until you understand what the class or the topic for that day is all about. Then after each class, you are also expected to write your assignment. So this assignment is you playing around whatever we talked about that very day. And it also goes a long way to show that you understood or you understand what we talked about or what you were taught that very day. So then somebody's asking the requirements for joining the class. What are the requirements for joining the class? So the requirement for joining the class is that, first of all, you can't go to farm without your farming tools. I hope you know. There is no way you just wake up and you start going to your farm without a farming tool. You need your tools. So for you to work remotely, you probably need your laptop. And okay, you need your laptop, you need a phone. You need a phone that can access Zoom. Like I said, the training is via Zoom. So is it that you have a laptop or you have a phone that can easily access Zoom? So these are the first thing you need. Then you need your data. You need data. Of course, for you to even be on this live streaming, you are using your data. So you need data to be here. You need what? You need data to be here. So you need a lot of data, but some people always have a workaround how to manage their data. Some people say, okay, I'm not going to be in the live section, but they will now go to maybe open space that have internet and download those videos and watch them offline. So you need your data. Then when you start working, of course, when you start working, you need a space that is quiet, but that depends totally on your job. Then the next one is, what is the duration of the training? The duration of the training is 4 weeks. 4 weeks is the duration of the training, and it happens 3 times in a week. It's on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So sometimes we have it 7 to 10 a.m. or other time, but most of the time it is 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Saturday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Like I said, the class is also recorded. You don't need to worry yourself, I'm busy, because of course we understand. We have, like I said, we have students globally. We have students who are in the Canada. We have students who are in the US. We have students in other countries that their time zone does not align with our own. So the only way these people can meet up or catch up with us is when these classes are being recorded. So the class is for 4 weeks, and it's going to be for 3 times in a week, and each time it lasts between 3 hours to 4 hours every other day, right? And what is the scope? Like I have said, I have mentioned the scope of our training, which is the content. I've mentioned the content, what we are going to be training you on, and also our our boundaries. Like I said, It is not our responsibility to give you job. But if you have been following me for a long time, you also understand that our students are getting jobs. I can categorically tell you that I have, okay, let me know if I can share my WhatsApp, right? Just a moment. Let me know if I can share my WhatsApp. Okay, I'm sharing another screen. I wish I'm not sharing the other screen. I could have showed you guys, I could have showed you guys a WhatsApp. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, if you guys can hear me. So now I can categorically tell you that in our community, we have people who are earning so well. I can tell you that some of you already know that already. I have people in my community who are earning so well. When I mean so well, I mean I have more than 1,000 people who are earning more than ₦1 million monthly. You know, to become a million. Okay, I said now that dollar is very high. I can say that I have more than 10,000 people earning more than ₦1 million monthly, because if you are earning up to $700, if you are earning up to $700 to $800 now, you're almost earning if you are earning $1,000 now, let's say $1,000 or $1,200, you're almost earning ₦1 million. And in our community, I have more than 10,000 people who are earning at least $1,000 monthly. So if I have 1,000 people earning up to 1,000, that means approximately a lot of people are millionaires. Do you understand? So one thing about, you know, if you see some of the posts I share, you see how my students be like, they'll be like, I'm not sure, or I'm not aware that to become a millionaire is so easy. Do you understand? The truth is, to be a millionaire is very, very easy if you are not earning in naira. Do you understand? If you are earning naira and somebody say, okay, we are employing you for this job and we are going to pay you 500,000, to you that is a very big money. Do you understand? And the person paying you that amount of money is seeing it as like they're paying you so much. But if you earn in dollars, somebody say, I'm paying you $500, that is like, remember, it's not 1,000, it's just 100. That is very, very small for somebody paying in dollars. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when you convert it to naira, it's a lot of money for you. So the truth remains that in our community, a lot of people apparently have been empowered. You know, I used to say that me starting Digital Witch is like, it's like my own ministry. You know, sometimes God, they say, God, they call person to start church, to minister to people, to win souls to God. So I feel like this is my own ministry, because there is no that I wake up in the morning, people don't pray for me. Sometimes parents call me to thank me. Sometimes people just wake up and share their stories with me. I get to see people who are living their dream life. Some of you can attest to all of this. Of course, if I'm lying, you know my handle, you can check them out. Some people, you can see people attesting to the fact that they are currently living their dream life just because they joined us. You can see people who were earning less than 20K, 25K, 30K, teachers earning so well. I remember like 2 weeks ago, I had a teacher who according to her, she said that she's working as a private school teacher, and the school was paying her 22,000 naira. And for the past 3 months, the school have not even paid her. So when she joined the community, that was what she told me, because I only gave her a discount, because she was telling me she has not been paid for 3 months, blah, 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 blah. And I gave her a discount. So around 2 weeks ago or last month, I can't remember, she got a job. And the job has to do with curriculum development. You know what is curriculum development? As a teacher, that is what she does. It's part of her teaching, because you have to develop your curriculum, then you teach your students. So in this case, she's not going to be teaching anybody. The school will just, or the agent where she's working, we just give her a topic and she will develop it and submit. And guess how much they are paying her monthly? $700. So like this one is not even, nobody is monitoring her. Her own is every day they give her a content, like give her a topic, she would develop it and submit. No stress, no teaching, nothing, just something that may not even take her up to 2 hours. That is what she does. And at the end of the month, she earns $700. So now convert $700 and divide it by to get 22K. You see that what she's earning now is like I don't even know how many times it's bigger than 22K. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that there are opportunities out there, irrespective of who you are. Then I also get people to ask, what is the qualification, which is part of the requirement? Qualification, you sincerely do not need to have any qualification, right? As long as you can, type on your system, because at least I used to tell people you need to learn how to type. Because of course, but you don't need to be fast, because being a fast typer has to do with you continuously typing. Even me, when I started working with Microsoft, I don't know how to type very fast. I remember when I started working newly, after every day, my friend has to massage my fingers because my fingers would be paining me because I don't know how to type very fast. Do you understand? But over time, I noticed that I don't even think about it anymore. I just keep typing. I just keep doing my job. I don't think about whether my finger, like I don't remember. I just keep, do you understand? So it's more like a continuous practice. A continuous, as long as you keep typing. So if you know how to type, you know how to, navigate, you are fine. You don't need to be a graduate. Do you understand? You don't need to be a graduate to learn what you are doing. I can use my siblings as a sample, as point of my younger brothers. They are not graduates. In fact, they don't even want to be anymore, and they are working remotely. All of us stay here, they work remotely from my house. And in my community, I have a lot of people who are not graduates. I have people that have done boy and they were not settled and they joined and they are doing well, because especially this kind of people even do better in the sense that they see it as what? They see it as this is like their own last resort. If I don't make it here, I'm not sure I'm going to make it again. So they put every needed effort. They put every needed effort to make sure that they learn something, and apart from learning something, that they gain from whatever they are learning. So you don't need to worry about, do I need to be a graduate? You don't need to be a graduate. You don't need to be a doctor. You don't need to study science. Like I said, Equitos studied literature. I didn't study maths, I didn't study statistics, I didn't study computer science. My literature I studied. And after studying my literature, I had to start learning all these skills. And these skills is the same skill I was learning that took me to Microsoft. I worked for Microsoft for almost 3 years before I now got a bigger remote job, international job, and left Microsoft. And when I was working with Microsoft, I was working with people who study computer science, engineering, and so on and so forth. But what did I study? Literature. You understand the point I'm making? So you don't need to be like, I study crop science, I study animal science. Do you think I'm going to make it? My dear, you're making it is in your head. It's not in what you studied. Now you studied the course, nobody course study you. So whether you make it or not is all about your mindset, not about the course you study, right? So moving forward, some people will be like, I'm not sure I'm going to cope. Like there's a woman that when she joined our community, okay, so guys, just a moment. I think I need to do this. Just a moment, guys. There's a screen I want to share now. Can you guys see my screen? I'm trying to, can you guys share my screen? I'm trying to share my screen. I'm trying to know if you guys can probably see my screen. So if you can see it, just let me know. If you can see my screen and tell me. I think you should be able to see it now. So can you see this chart? This chart was shared yesterday. You can see yesterday icon. So this chart was shared yesterday, and the owner of this chart is, when she joined the community, she doesn't know how to operate laptop at all. Do you understand? The owner of this chart, some of you might even know her, but I wouldn't want to mention her name. The one you guys will know. The owner of this chart, when she joined this community, she doesn't know how to do what? To press laptop. But you know what she did? When she joined the community, sometimes she would take her laptop and meet some of our students who are within her area. And she will meet them and be like, she'll meet them, and you know when you want to learn something by fire by force, like you want to learn this thing whether the devil like it or not. So she will meet these people physically and tell them and ask them to help them to do what? To do this, like anything she wants to do and she don't know how to do it, she always reach out to them. And as I'm talking to you, when she finished her class, this class was October 2 years ago, and as I'm talking to you, you can read some of her chats. If you can read the chart, you can see where they said it was today that I was informed that my boss raised my extra hour to what? $18 per hour. So imagine earning $18 per hour, and she's working as many hours as you can. So if somebody is earning $18 per hour, can you calculate how much? Let's forget about how many extra hours. Can you calculate? Let me enlarge my screen. Some of you are saying that the screen is. Can you guys see it better now? I think you should be able to see it better. I think you guys should be able to see it now. So imagine how much she's making monthly, and she's working more than 40 hours in a week. So calculate $18 per hour for 40 hours in a week. You should be able to know how much she's making in a month. That is a lot of money for somebody who doesn't know how to do what? How to press laptop when she joined the community. Do you understand? But something I also want you guys to understand is that she did not just sit back and complain that, oh, I don't know how to press laptop. How am I going to survive? Or how am I going to, cope from here? She went out of her way, put the needed effort, and do what? She put the needed effort and got better. She put the needed effort and do what? And I was able to achieve what she wants to do, what she wants to achieve. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. So going forward is all about your efforts. Like my own is to teach you, but I'm not going to force you to learn. I'm not going to force you to do whatever I ask you to do. But the truth is, those that actually follow every of our teaching and put needed efforts, they always tell you, even if you don't get a job immediately, there is no way you will attend our class and you will say you did not learn anything. There is no way, because even if you say you did not learn anything, you have the video. So what stops you from watching the video again and again and again and again until you understand what is being taught? Do you understand? So there is no way you attend our class and you say, my life is the same. I cannot start showing you guys all the messages we get from our new students, from our recent graduates, and so on and so on. But the idea is that there is no way you will graduate from our class and you will not say, oh, I learned something different. And there is no way you will graduate. In fact, before you graduate from the class, once they start teaching you topics, you will start understanding why you are not employable. You will start understanding why when you see job, you'll be like, oh, I don't know what's in this job they talk about. You will start understanding why you have been jobless. So being a graduate, it is not like it is not like an automatic employment. Oh, I'm a graduate, I came out with 2-1 or like that. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. You can ask a graduate, please, can you help me document this thing, do this thing, and book this appointment? And they will be looking at you. So you'll be wondering what is happening. But this person is a graduate. The idea is that everything, the world is going technical, highly technical. Every single thing is no longer happening manually. You don't need to manually do something for me anymore. You should be able to know how to do what? Automate process. You should be able to know how to digitalize processes. You understand? So these are the things we also get to teach you in the class. Do you understand? So your expectation, some of the things you're going to be expecting in our class is you learning all the skills I mentioned, you getting to meet new people. You know, some of these people, they end up being your friends, they end up being your colleagues, they end up being your accountability partners, they end up, I have people who are dating as well, so they can even end up, they be your boyfriend and girlfriend, right? Or even husband. So you are going to meet a lot of people who are going to help your career growth. You're going to meet people who are going to change your mindset. Like I said, if you look at me, some of you know some of you know me, where I'm coming from, and know me when I was nobody. And you understand that whatever you're currently seeing is a lot of effort put in place, like a lot of effort put in place. And this effort is not just made by me. It was an effort, a conscious effort made by me and my friends that, oh, we want to develop ourselves. Oh, we want to invest in ourselves. Oh, we want to do this. We want to do that. Do you understand? So that is the kind of effort we advise people to put in. Do you understand the point? Then other benefits. I mentioned other benefits. I don't think there's any other benefits I need to mention that you don't know about. Do you understand? I'm not sure there is other benefits I need to mention that you don't know about. But the idea is that there is no way you will join Digital Week. You can see us everywhere. There is no way you will join Digital Week. In fact, we are beginning to be recognized in so many spaces. When you tell people, there are some companies we are currently working for on Upwork that have more than 20 of our students working for them. There are some that have more than 30 of our students working for them. And once you tell them you are from Nigeria, the next thing they'll ask you, are you from Digital Week? You understand? Because almost everybody, almost Nigerians working for them are from where? Are from Digital Week. Do you understand what I'm saying? So people are beginning to, and if you pay attention to the trend, if you go on LinkedIn, if you're on LinkedIn, you will notice a lot of people are going into customer support, virtual assistant, and then every single person you see with these titles are our students. If you come on Facebook, you see a lot of people talking about digital, this, computer. Every one of them is our students. I can categorically say that I was the first person that started this computer, whatever, IT support madness. Every single person, if you go anywhere and anybody is teaching you IT support or call their course IT support, just know, say the person are my students. You can attest to all of that. I don't want to mention people's name, but anybody in Nigeria today, wherever tell you, say, they teach IT support, they teach you, I want to teach you how to become a virtual assistant, I want to teach you how to become a this. Now my students, do you understand? Every single person that you can ask anywhere. I know they say I'm saying that. Go anywhere and ask it. I was the one who coined that name, IT support. I coined it because I don't even know what to call my training when I started. And I was like, call it IT support. And that was the name I gave it. And every single person, at some point, my students will even copy my write-up and paste it like that. They can't even edit it. Like, it's not hidden. So I would tell you that everybody, even at some point, I'm improving my content, but they're still teaching the old content. So do you understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to IT support, I would say that I'm the pioneer, you know, I'm the grandmother of the grandmother, that grandmother, their mother, something like that. So you can call it like that. So when you come to benefit, there's a lot of things you can apparently benefit from being the part of the community. You also get to understand, also get to understand that joining the community is more like a stepping stone to your career success, because you get people, you don't just stop. At the end of the training, you get to learn, oh, where do I focus on? Do I want to go into data science? Do I want to go into cybersecurity? Do I want to go into project management? Do I want to go, there are a lot of skills, but because you are not into IT, you may not know all these things. But when you join the community, you get to see other big skills that you can invest yourself in, because the truth is, there is no knowledge that is a waste. Like I said, I'm a DevOps engineer by profession, and I also work for a company as a customer success manager. But once in a while, I still take up other courses because I see that these courses can come handy when I least needed them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you join the community, you will get to see a lot of opportunities out there. It's funny. Some of you on Facebook, you have seen all those people going to UK, all those students going to UK. If you mention up to 10 people who went to the UK between last year and this year on Facebook, I will tell you that are our students. You understand? So ask you, how do they make money? You see somebody, most people in our community, like I have more than 30 something students who are currently, they are going to travel to the UK by September, this September batch. How were they able to make the money? These are the people that normally they couldn't even pay to join the class. Like I have to give them discount to join the class. They couldn't afford it. But these people have made enough money to send themselves to the UK and to maybe Canada and other places they want to go to. Because if you are working and you are earning $1,000 monthly, $2,000 monthly, 3,000, there is nothing you cannot do, and it's just you. So you can apparently fund your UK like Egoneko in the UK. You don't even need up to 5 million naira before, if not for dollar rubbish. Before, with 5 million naira, you can go to UK, and when you go there, you sort yourself out. You understand? So every single person you know, or at least let's say 80% of people you know moving to the UK, some of them are our students. They were able to raise money when they join the class. They make a lot of money. That's the truth. But I also say that joining our class is not a guarantee that you are going to get a job immediately. There is a lot of job put into place. Do you understand what I'm saying? For every single person who is successful in our community, there is a lot of effort put in place. So you don't come to our community with the hope that immediately you finish the class, job will be on your lap. Lie. You go work for like you have to work. You understand what I'm saying? You have to put in the work. I like making it clear. I wouldn't want to tell you, oh, when you join the community, you will get a job to convince you to join. I know they do that one. I know they give job. I don't guarantee you a job. But the truth is, if you join the community and you put in that effort, you will get a job. Your getting a job is as a result of your effort. Some people will be like, how do I say, are you telling me that I will get, how long will it take me to get a job? When I see those kind of people, do you know how I answer the question? I'll ask you, are you at university? Did you go to university? I say, yes, I went to the university. I say, okay, when you were going to university, did you ever ask your lecturer how long it will take you to get a job when you graduate? And your answer is no. And I'll tell you, the same, I cannot guarantee you. Do you understand? The same way some people go to university and course, some people come out with first class, some people come out with third class, some people come out with pass. That's the same way it is here. Because there are some people, once they join this community, you in their class will see the effort they are making. Some of you will join the class, they will not even come to live section, they will not even watch the video. After like, when the class is about to end, you see something like, oh, I'm still watching video one. Is there anybody like me? So that they will say, oh, I'm also enriched. They will feel good. But that's not what I advocate. So the idea is when the class starts, you put needed effort. You understand that whatever you gain out of the class is totally dependent on your efforts. That way, you dedicate this 1 month to learning. You don't use it like, oh, you dedicate the 1 month to learning. And I'm sure that if you put 1 month into learning, you will be fine. As I'm talking to you, July class ended 2 days ago. Today is Saturday. So July class ended on Thursday. And I will tell you that they are getting jobs already. Some of them started getting jobs before the class end. And how are they doing it? As we are done with this topic, they're exploring. Okay, let me put it this way. I taught you virtual assistant today. Then you go on LinkedIn or you go somewhere. You search for a virtual assistant, their requirements. As you are searching their requirements, you are seeing all those things I taught you. What do? You say, okay, let me test waters, and you apply. Before you know, you are invited for interview. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the idea is that when you are done learning, you begin to compare yourself before you join the class and yourself now, and you understand that why you have been jobless because you apparently do not have the required skills that people want to do what? To employ. Apart from also applying for a job, you also see the opportunities, how to sell yourself. Because you can also do what? You can also sell your products. I'm a virtual assistant and I'm looking for a role in virtual assistant. And I have a brother who have a friend who is in the UK, who is always busy. I can reach out to my brother. Please, can you tell your friends that I can be their virtual assistant? I can help them. You sell your product. You have an uncle who is making a lot of money, and he stays in Alaba. He says electronics at Alaba International Market, and he's doing well. But he doesn't have a presence. He doesn't have any social media presence. He doesn't have a website. What stops you from telling your uncle, "Oh, I can manage your social media pages. I can do this for you. I can do that for you," and you get paid. You understand? So these are the things, or these are the kind of ideas you also get from the class. Do you understand what I'm saying? So somebody, it's not yet time for question, guys. It's not yet time for question. I'm going to ask you. When it is time for questioning, I'm going to tell you guys so that your question don't get lost and I will not answer them. So there are so many things you can benefit from the class. Somebody is asking how much is the class. Since we started this training, our price have always been the same, even though we are planning to review our price very soon because a lot of things have changed. As I'm talking to you guys, the Zoom I use, I pay like $150 for my Zoom, but because of, I pay it in Naira, but because of the Zoom, everything, all the tools I'm using, because of the dollar increase, the amount of money I'm spending on all my tools are also increasing. So me and my stakeholders are still thinking about reviewing our fees. We are thinking about reviewing our fees very soon. But for now, our fee, since we started, has always been what? 25K. Our fee has always been 25,000. However, sometimes we get people who are, should I say, we get some kind people, compassionate people who sometimes sponsor a discount. And when they sponsor this discount, I post it on our pages so that those that need it can also do what? Grab. So for now, chill. Then moving forward, guys, you can start asking your questions so that I can be picking one or two things from your questions. So you can. So guys, you can start dropping your questions. So now let me just answer some of the questions that comes to my head, the ones that some of you have already asked me, but you can also start asking your questions on the comments. I will see them and I'll pick them. So sometimes people ask me, if I miss any class, how do I follow up? Like I said, when you miss a class, the class is recorded for you to join, for you to watch at your convenience. So the class is recorded for you to watch at your what? Convenience. The class is recorded for you to watch at your convenience. So somebody's asking, is there any limited amount of job you can do monthly or more? There is no limit to the amount of job you can do monthly, but the problem is your job cannot clash. So you cannot be working for two companies like on the same laptop, because they'll be tracking you. So you cannot do that, or you lose both jobs. So the thing is, depends on your strength. I know people who have 5 jobs. I know people who have more jobs, but those people, what they do is they outsource to other people and they share the money. So they are limited to the, like me. People always reach out to me to do 1 or 2 jobs for them, but I can't take more than I can chew, unless it's a job that I know that I can outsource to another person to do it on my behalf. Then that is fine. But if it's not something I can outsource to somebody to do on my behalf, there is no way I'm going to take the job, because it's going to be clashing with other jobs. Just imagine you being on your Facebook, you cannot do it concurrently. It's going to be a distraction. Your quality of your job quality or results is going to be very, very low. So you take as much as you can. You can do what you can handle. You don't because of money. You can, in fact, there's a limit, because your job, it will be clashing unless they are not clashing. So somebody is asking, what about discounts for the webinars? So somebody is saying, please, what is the deadline for registration? The registration ongoing at the moment is for, we merge September and August. So the next class is going to start by September 2nd. So anybody registering now are registering for September. We don't have any August class. I was hospitalized recently and I'm currently recovering. So I want to rest this month. I was even teaching July class from the hospital bed. So I just want to take my time and heal. Do you understand? So any registration happening now is for September. However, we have a limit, meaning that you are expected to register earlier. As soon as our limit is reached, it means that you are going to join October. And I always advise people, the earlier you join, the better for you. Because some of you that are complaining, some of you already know about this community. Last year, imagine if you joined last year and you are lucky to get a job. Imagine how much you could have made by now. You understand the point? So somebody's asking, my neighbor referred me to you. She has actually trained from you, and now she ginger me. Thank God, no me to come. So somebody is saying, please, will you teach us how to use LinkedIn? I teach how to use LinkedIn, but when it comes to optimization of LinkedIn, I have a HR, you know, HR, people, they hire people that teach how to write a good CV. I also help you to optimize your LinkedIn at a very small fee, because no be my class, but what I did was to get a discount. So this, he revamped CV for like 15K, and he revamped your LinkedIn for like maybe 12K. But because we are community, he's doing both of them together with cover letter and templates for 5K. So it is not my class, but in terms of teaching you how to use LinkedIn, I do that. Of course, how to get a job and all of, I do that. But to optimize it, to make it looks like, you know, I have a professional I work with who help you to do that. But he teach you how to do, so as he's doing it, you are also following up. So somebody saying, do you teach how to work on your profile to attract jobs? You learn that in the group as well. We teach you, it's part of what we teach you. So somebody's asking, when is the deadline for August, September training? The registration is now until the end of the month. But before the end of the month, if we reach our limits before the end of the month, we will stop taking registrants. Once the limit is reached, we are going to stop registration. Then another person is asking, what are the job description of a virtual assistant? These are the things you can Google it you can Google it on your Google. You can Google it and you can also read it. And again, I want to clear something for those of you that may not understand. Virtual assistant is not a unique role. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know how to make you understand it. Virtual assistant is not a unique role. You know, when you tell somebody I'm a medical doctor, they know that you treat people. When you tell somebody you are a lawyer, they know that you adjudicate for people. When you tell somebody I'm a mass comm, they know maybe you are interested in newscasting. Do you understand? But when you tell somebody I'm a virtual assistant, what it means is that you are assisting somebody virtually. Meaning that, okay, Equitas is based in Lagos. You are my VA, the person working with me, is not based in Lagos. She's based in the East, but she's working with me. Now, what we determine what she's going to be doing for Equitas is what Equitas is doing and what Equitas assigned to her to do. Do you understand the point I'm making? So when you say I'm a virtual assistant is somebody who needs to have so many skills, more like all these skills we teach you, equip you to be a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant should be able to book appointments, should be able to manage calendar, should be able to manage email, should be able to manage scheduling, should be able to manage data, like files. You need to know how to do so many things, because what your job description tells depends on the person you are assisting. For instance, if you are a lawyer, you can be a virtual assistant for a law firm. You understand what I'm saying? So you are going to be helping these people virtually. Virtually means that you and them know the in a physical space. You are not in the same location with them. You are not in the same office space with them. So as a virtual assistant, you really, that is why when people say, I want to teach you how to become a virtual assistant, I find it weird, because to me, sometimes when I read their content, they don't even know what is virtual assistant. Virtual assistant is you having a lot of skills that you can use to help another person from the remote space virtually. You don't need to be there. And what will determine your job and your role is waiting the person where they work for give you to do. What they ask you to help them with, what they ask you to assist them on. Do you understand the point I'm making? I'm talking to, I can't see the person's name again. So somebody's asking, please, ma, will you teach her how to search for job on how to? It's part of what I teach you. I'm talking to Okafor. Do you teach how to work on your profile? Yeah. Then I think what discipline this? Okay, your laptop specification. You can buy any brand, Windows 10 or Windows 11. Then Core i5, Core i7 and upward. Then 8 gig, 4 gig is okay. It's manageable, but it's not perfect. So 8 gig or 16 gig is okay. With webcam, you need a webcam because you need to do what? You need to join a meeting, and sometimes they want to see your face. So you need a laptop that have a webcam. Then somebody is asking, when is the deadline for payment? Month end or whenever our limit is reached. Do you teach DevOps in the class? I don't teach DevOps. I can't even teach you DevOps. The basic why they teach you, people never learn and finish. If you want to learn DevOps, I recommend my friend who is also a DevOps engineer and also teach DevOps. So he can teach you DevOps. Me, I'm not willing to teach anybody DevOps. The headache, I can't start teaching you how to imagine people that don't have any IT skills. Imagine me teaching them Linux, teaching them Ansible, teaching them Terraform, teaching them deployment. I can't do that. That is crazy. And it's going to be like a maybe 6 months course or 3 months. So I rather recommend my friend who does that for you. I'm talking to Emmanuel. So if you're interested in DevOps, my friend can teach you. But remember, I always advise people before you want to go into core IT, you can start with the basics so that you get your mind open to expectations. Because if you want to go into DevOps without you having any basic skills, you are going to drop out. You are going to get frustrated and you will drop out. But when you start from all these basic ones we do, your this thing keep growing. So at some point, be like, okay, I think I need something more. You need more because already you are beginning to see the benefit of the small one where you don't do. Do you understand? But if you start with DevOps, once you run 1 or 2 scripts and you know green run or more, you are going to give up. So that is the idea. So somebody saying, Ma, does data analysis have anything to do with Excel? Yes. You cannot be a data analyst without understanding Excel because Excel is like the basis of data. You need to understand data before you can you need to understand Excel before you can start talking about other ones like Power BI, R, and so on and so forth. All those ones are like the higher version of the tools you need. But the basic you need is Excel. So you need Excel first. Another person is asking, for some who has zero knowledge about computer and internet, can person still do well? Of course, like I said, let me explain again. I'm talking to Naman in Mary Jane. I said I studied literature and I got into Microsoft. Now, can I compare myself with people who studied science or those that studied computer science, those that have studied engineering, and those that have been working with IT company for 10 years, 2 years, all those years? The answer is no. But how did I grow to be who I am today? Because I understand that I'm at disadvantage when placed side by side with other people, right? So what did I do? I had to go the extra mile to learn. So when other people are enjoying, having fun, Equitas is learning because I want to meet up. Because I understand that these people are better than me and I need to compete with them. You understand the point? Like the woman I just showed you now, that said she's earning $18 per hour. I said when she joined the class, she doesn't know how to operate laptop. She will carry her husband have a laptop. So she will carry her husband laptop and meet her classmates who stays around her, like stay in her area. Because she used to send us picture. She said she posts something like I met with this person. You see them on the table, on the carrying system, and they'll be showing her around all the things she wants to learn. And as I was talking to you, she's the person doing what? Doing $18 per hour job. She don't know how to operate laptop. But what I'm saying, there is nothing you can learn. Did anybody teach you how to press your phone? Nobody taught you. So since nobody taught you how to press your phone, that is also how you can also learn how to press your laptop if you want to. You understand? It's all about your mindset and your willingness to learn. That's why I said before you join, you should be willing to explore. Somebody said, I beg, do your IT skill involve, I don't do development. I Chinyere Hope. Hope. Omo, you're answering my sister's name. My cousin name is Chinecheremu and her English name is Hope. That is funny. So I don't teach web development. I don't teach coding. Anything that has to do with coding, I try to avoid it because Omo, it will give you people headache. I will not teach you coding. That's why I don't even teach DevOps, because with DevOps, you need to learn scripting. So I don't teach anything that has to do with code. I teach you how to use the products that have been coded already, that have been developed already. I teach you how to use SaaS, SaaS products. I teach you how to use software as a service product. That is majorly what we teach you. So I don't teach you how to program. I don't teach you how to code, because some of them go wrong, come up for the class leaving. There was a time I was even trying to teach cloud computing. No more. Each time I'm trying to teach cloud computing, class will be like, I don't care, everybody finish. So I had to stop. So That is that I teach what I know that you guys can easily assimilate and explore as much as you can. So somebody saying, are we going to learn data entry in the class? I don't teach data entry, but I have people who taught data entry, and we have the recorded video. It's not just only data entry. He also taught Power BI. So our students have access to these training materials. You watch the recorded video of the data entry, Power BI, and other data courses, data entry courses that might benefit you. So these are some of the other benefits you get, even though we don't teach these things. Anything I know that we don't teach, but I know it's going to be beneficial to our students, we go out of our way and bring people who will teach our students this for free. Do you understand? So if you're interested in data entry, we have a recorded class that you can watch and it will help you. Do you understand the point? Then another person saying, good evening, ma, I'm looking forward to the class. Okay. So somebody said, please, I want to know if I will be taught how to present ourselves to support. Of course, that is what you are learning. You will learn everything that we put you out there. In fact, the truth is, after the end of the training, you will be more confident than you are. Your confidence level will change. You know, sometimes why you don't talk is because you don't know what to say. When other people are saying something, you don't know what to say, you don't know what to contribute. So at the end of the training, your confidence level is going to change. You don't even need to do much, but because of what you know, you will see yourself wanting to talk. You see yourself wanting to show yourself more. So at the end of the training, you'll be smarter. Your confidence level is going to be top notch. Like with the way our confidence like Agbada. That is why somebody who is not a graduate, we apply for a job with graduates and still get it, because to him, I have the needed skills. I can do this job and I'm sure I'm going to exceed their expectations, right? So that is that. Nemonade, can you explain UI UX? UI UX is a design. I know the teacher. So I have a friend called Otto. So you can check him out on Facebook. His name is Otto and he teaches UI UX. I don't teach design. UI UX is user experience and user interface. So I don't teach that, but I know what it is and I know some of their tools. I don't teach that. So somebody saying, I mean IT, I don't know. Bloomy, I don't know your question that brought this one, but I can see. I say IT means info. Okay, yeah, IT means information technology. Ma, do you teach Excel? I have answered this already. Must we open a domiciliary account? You know, I find it funny when people ask me about accounts when you never get job. I like people who are focused on getting job first. I like people who are focused on learning the skill. I find it weird when you ask me about how do I get my money, or how do I do this when you never get job. I find those kind of people that your focus is more on the money, but the truth is that money will not come if you don't learn these skills. Do you understand? Money will not come if you don't learn the skills. Some of you are too fast forward. You only think about money, money, money. At the end of the day, you will not make the money because you did not even learn anything. But yes, if you want to open your account, you can open your account. You can open your DOM account, and you can also use your other platform like Payoneer to collect your money in dollars. You can, but if you want to also get your money in your Naira card, Upwork can still pay you directly to your Naira card, your Naira account. But if you want to get your money in dollars, like, you know, the way we get dollars, some of us hold dollars. If you want to get your money in dollar, you need to go to your bank and open a dollar account. And it is not difficult. Go to any bank which you use, tell them, how do I open a dollar account? They will give you the list of things you need to get for them to open a dollar account for you. So getting your money, or, you know, sometimes some people be like, how do I get my money? Getting your money from Upwork is not a problem. As long as the job is legit, you will get your money. Getting your money, I don't have any students that have ever had a problem with getting their money. It's not possible. Do you understand? So the problem is you getting a job. Getting a job should be your first concern. So somebody is asking, what about copywriting? I don't do copywriting, but I know I get people who teach copywriting. I just listed what I teach. I don't teach everything. I don't do copywriting, but I have a student who teach copywriting and all of that. And we also have the recorded video for everyone, which we share to our students. And we also have class. Like our training is continuously. Once you graduate, you are still going to be in the community unless you want to live by yourself. But as long as you're in the community, we organize class at general class at like by 15th of this month, we are going to have a class on copywriting and content writing. Somebody is going to come in to teach us for free, 15th of this month or so. So you see, just like you ask, I don't teach it, but I bring people who teach it to my students. And you don't even have to pay, unless maybe you want to go to their class and learn more. But the one they teach is enough for you to do whatever you want to do, right? So somebody is saying, is there any possibility of getting a job with a phone? Of course. Somebody got a job with her phone. So what is the job going to be about? The lady got a job on LinkedIn, and the job, what she's going to be doing is posting content. The person that employed her already have the content. Her own is to post the content, and they are paying her $250 monthly. She's not doing anything. Her own is just to post content, one content every day. And if there's any comment at all, she will reply to the comment. And that is that. Nobody should write the content. Her own is to post and reply comments. And they're paying her. No, it's not 250. 250 euros, because the woman is paying her euros, not dollars. 250 euros. That's what they are paying her. 250 euros monthly. And social media, if you're interested in social media management, you can also do that with your phone. Do you understand? And there are some other person who focus on growing pages. So, growing pages means growing. Oh, I'm looking for 1,000 YouTube subscribers. You can do what? You can help people grow their pages. There are a lot of things you can do with your phone. A lot of jobs. The only thing is that if you are using your phone, you need to avoid hourly paid job, because you cannot track it. You can only track hourly paid job using your laptop. Please, guys, subscribe to this channel, I beg, so that I can be able to go live directly from my page. Can you guys help me subscribe to the channel? Just click the subscribe button so that I can be able to go live from my page. This live I'm going this live from my Zoom, but I will appreciate it if you guys can just click the subscribe button so that I can get at least 1,000 followers and be able to go live on my page directly. So please, I have 160 people, 160 something watching. So you guys can help subscribe to the channel so that I can be able to go live. I'm begging you guys. I'm begging you guys, actually. So it's me begging. So another question, somebody saying, is it possible to take part in the training using a phone alone? Yes, you can. You can take part in the training using your phone alone, as long as your phone can access Zoom. Please, ma, do you teach proposal writing? You learn it in the class as well. Please, ma, from the list of courses you mentioned, are we to select? We teach you everything. Then when you get your first job, you cannot lynch down. When you get your first job, you lynch down. You learn everything. Like I said, if your job is going to be a virtual assistant, as a virtual assistant, you don't even know what you are going to do until you get a job. So the idea is you learn as much as you can. Then when you get your first job, then you can now lynch down and focus on that. Emmanuel is asking, please, do you issue certificate? So we currently do not issue certificates, as I do not want to focus on that, but you get as many certificates as you want via Coursera. We teach you how to get financial aid and take paid courses free of charge on Coursera and other platforms, and you get their certificate. The only way you can get certificates is if you register on our website, but currently our website is not live, so we don't take registration on our website yet. So do you understand? So the focus now is on what? On you learning the skills. If you need a certificate, you can get certificates on the Coursera course, which we are going to ask you. And again, when you're applying for a job, nobody's asking you for certificate. What they are asking you is, what can you do for me? What do you know? How can you support me? No, the problem is that sometimes we focus more on certificate. At the end of the day, we present certificate, but we cannot even defend it. Because okay, you have certificate. Oh, so can you help me and do this? And you start blabbering. Because certificate is just a paper. The skill you have is something you can actually show me. Do you understand? I know initially I noticed that a lot of people, even the courses I ask you to take and get certificate, some people don't take it they will just click they click and finish they keep clicking until they get to the end and they'll get completion, certificate of completion. And that is not what I want. I want you to learn. What is important is the skill and not your certificate. The one where you get never give you job. Do you understand the point? So somebody saying, wow, you still do follow-up routine after the class. Exactly. I said, you can see that when I shared my WhatsApp, you can see all the groups. Once the class ends, we don't discard you. You still remain the community. We still provide support. We still provide anything you want, any kind of support you want, you get it in the community. You also join a Telegram group where you meet older students and you get any kind of support from their end as well. You understand? So I'm not sure there's any community that do that. Then somebody is saying, I need this knowledge spread and I've been sorted because of money or more. All of us, if I tell my own, some of them know my story already. So no need of me telling it over and over again. But you see money, they stop so many, they give you confidence in a different way. So somebody saying, can I work with just my phone? Yeah, some just you can do with your phone. So please, ma, do you give, I'm trying to get another person. So far, so good. I want to thank you for everything. Please, will you expose how to write good proposal? I already answered that already. It's part of the things you learn. Please, ma, from the list of courses you mentioned, are we to select? No. You can select, but I don't advise you to select. You select when the class don't end so that you will be able to even know the one that will favor you more. Do you understand? Please, ma, do you teach proposal right now? I've answered that already. If I have subscribed, how did you do it? Just trying to figure it out. Okay, you'll be able to see subscribe button. Be able to see subscribe button. So your selflessness is second to none. Thank you. So guys, I'm not seeing more questions. So let's move to the next. Okay, so this is our details. I'm going to share the details. Those you can check our details on these pages. So I'm going to share it. So, and I'm also going to, so for those of you that stayed until the end, we have a discount for you guys. I can see a lot of you asking for discounts already, but this discount is not going to be forever. It's not for everybody. I'm not going to post it. The discount is for those that want to join and those who are here now. So if you did not attend the live section, the discount is not for you. I'm saying this for those of you that will probably watch the recording later. The discount I'm giving is for those that attended this live section. So the discount is that if you attended this live section, you can pay 70K instead of 25K. And this offer ends tomorrow night. So you have today until tomorrow to make this payment. After tomorrow, please, I use God or anything where they worship. Please note that our fee is 25K. Unless there is any discount I feel like giving, which obviously will not be 70K. So I will not give you 70K again. So you have today until tomorrow, not on Monday. I said from this Saturday until tomorrow to pay your 70K. After that, please don't come and beg me. I don't run my classes on begging. I don't run my classes on sub stories. I don't run my classes on pity stories or something like that. In fact, when you come to my DM and you start telling me stories, I also start sounding unprofessional to you because I see it like you guys, Nigerians enjoy pity stories a lot and it's triggered me a lot. So please don't come to my DM to tell your stories. I do not want to hear them and you will not like my reply as well. So do not tell me. So if you are present here, we are giving you 17K discount. So you can pay 17K and save yourself how much again? I think you're saving yourself 8K or 7K, maybe 8K. So you save yourself 8K to buy your data. But this offer ends on Sunday night. So you have today and Sunday. So I'm going to share this. I'm going to post this on the comment section. I'm going to post this on the comment section and you can follow all these pages if you want to. You can follow these pages if you want to. You can follow these pages if you want to. And you can follow these pages if you want to. And this is also the details you can make your payment to if You can also, yeah, you can also you pay through POS and send. You can send it to either this number. You can see my number on the WhatsApp, or you can send it to the number here, which is our VA, who is in charge of registration. So you can reach out to them. So somebody asking, Ma, I've already, yeah, that is your luck. This is me giving discount here. So if you have made payments in the past, my payment, this whatever I gave it, I just give it to these people that are yet to make payments. So if you have made payments already, your concern should be benefiting more than the money you paid. Because the truth is, our class is worth more than any amount we charge. Do you understand? Ask anybody. Ask any student who join our class. If I decide to charge 250K for my training, it's still worth more. So if you are paying any amount, your concern should be gaining more than you paid, not any other thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because the truth is, whatever we charge you absolutely is more than what you will learn. If you break down what we charge to every my daily services, okay, let's break it down. Let's say you pay 25K and I teach you 3 hours to 4 hours in a day. Convert it, divide your money into 12 places, because you are going to have like at least 10 to 12 sections. Divide it by daily. It's not even up to $10. It's not even up to $5 per hour. You understand? And I don't even earn $10 per hour. So imagine how much you are paying me for my hour. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you divide the amount you 25K pay per 12 classes, and you divide it per the 3 hours I'm going to teach you, and sometimes I teach you for 4 hours, you understand that you are not even paying me up to $3 per hour, and that is not even my fee. Because if I want to charge people per hour, currently I can't tell you how much I earn per hour, but you understand that I'm giving my class for giveaway. No matter, ask anybody who is my student, they will tell you Equitas class is a giveaway class. I have people who are teaching, they will teach you only one thing for 20K, but I'm teaching more than 9 skills for that amount. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anybody paying now is joining September class, please. I'm talking to Olivia. If you are paying now, the next section is starting in September. So if you pay now, you are joining September class to avoid confusion. Anybody paying now are for September. I don't have August class. I merged August set and September. If you notice, I wasn't talking about my registration in August because I didn't want to keep a lot of people waiting. So everybody who is paying now is joining October, 2nd September class that is going to start. So when you make your payment, you send your proof of payment to my DM or to the number that I pinned here. There's a phone number I pinned here, so you can see it here. This number, I pinned a number here, so you can send your proof of payment to my DM or to the number I pinned here. The person will respond to you. So if you have any other question, so if you have your any other question, you can also ask and you will get every needed support. For those talking about certificate, like I said, I studied literature. I have never applied for a job with my certificate. Even when I applied for Microsoft, they did not ask me for my certificate. I don't know. I only came with my CV and that was it. So, and I went to Jobberman where we took our exam and so on and so forth. So your certificate is not a criteria for so many. Nobody cares. Imagine you graduated from Nigeria and you are applying for a remote job. And when you apply for a remote job, and the remote job, other people that went to other big schools in abroad are Harvard, Oxford, other big schools are also applying for the job. And everybody is telling, are listing where they schooled. Do you think you have a chance? You don't have any chance, my dear. But if it is all about skills, you will see that you have a better chance while compared to some people. Some people mention, oh, I'm a developer. And you notice that you have some of the skills that everybody have. But when you talk about your certificates, my dear, you may not be able to do what? To get the job. Discrepancy is going to be high. Somebody's asking how much you discount. The discount said you pay 17K instead of 25K. I've said it. And okay, I'm going to post it on the group. Sorry, I'm going to post it in the group. So is there any other question or do we call it a day? Because apparently I feel I have tried. So please, you have not answered my question. So what is your question? I'm talking to Ita. Ita, what is your question? can't see your question. Okay, I've seen it. Please, can I join someone or an accountability partner, just like you mentioned, post? You get accountability partner are formed during the class. You form accountability partner when the class has started. So these are the things you learn on the first day. You learn about this thing in the first day. So you register for your class. When the class starts, we create accountability groups where you collaborate with each other and learn in groups. Do you understand? So these are the things that happen in the class when you register. We do what? We create accountability group where you learn with other people, have partners, those you share idea with, those you ask questions, those you run to. And sometimes these are the people who are going to recommend you for a job and all of that. So somebody say, what day in September are we starting? First Saturday in September, 2nd of September, I guess. So somebody said, thank you very much. Attend the live section. No. My own is, anybody attend the live section, my own is, if you are registering, you have today until tomorrow to register. That is the cocoa. So somebody say, asking, how do we open a dollar account? If you want to open a dollar account, go to your bank. Your bank will tell you what you need to bring to open a dollar account. You cannot be asking Equitas, who is not a banker, how to open a dollar account. You need to go to your bank, Daniels, and your bank, and it is not Access Bank requirements that that EcoBank will require. Other banks have their own requirements. So you need to do what? You need to go to your bank and ask them for their requirements, and you bring it. The one I'm so sure is that they always ask you to get 2 references from somebody that have a current account. So you need to get 2 references, and I think that is that. When I opened my account, I didn't need to have a dollar, just to get the reference and all of that. So somebody saying, attending, I don't know why you guys saying. Somebody saying, I'm making payment tonight, please take note of my name. Somebody saying, can I pay for me and someone else at this discount rate? This person, Joanne, can chat me first. Let me understand what you're saying. So somebody said, dear Nemonet, what are the training or job option for a nurse? Okay, so now, I wish I can still share my screen. I also work in the company I'm about to talk about. When you learn what we teach, you can work you can work in a telehealth company. Telehealth companies are virtual hospitals. You know, some of the one I'm working for, they are into mental health. And what we do, we book appointments, we attend to them, we have therapists working for them, and we also have nurses that are one of our students hire nurses. So we hire nurses that virtually attend to virtual telehealth companies. So as a nurse, you're going to have the opportunity to work with all these telehealth companies as a virtual assistant who is going to be assisting patients, or you can also work in other space. You don't have to be a nurse like a hospital. No, the skills you are learning is going to position you out there for any job irrespective. Do you understand? If you still want to maintain your nurse, that means you're going to be functioning as a virtual nurse, and you're going to be working as an assistant because you don't need to be physically present. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we have a lot of nurses here doing amazingly well. I think the last time we have a doctor who is working in the UK, and he got the job as a remote. She is a woman. She got the job as a remote job, and the job was paying her £27 per section or per hour. I can't remember. And she's still doing the job since last year. So it's all about your effort. So the idea is that job is there for everybody. Everybody. As long as you have the needed skills, there is job for everybody. But the problem is, are you willing to learn? Because the truth is, it's not everybody that come to the class we learn. You can also, from the comments we are seeing, you already know that there are some people, their mind is not even in the learning process, it's already in the money. So that is how it is. But the truth is, for you to benefit from our class, you have to invest in learning first. Nobody's going to dash you money. You have to prove to me that you are worthy of me employing you. I'm not going to dash you money. You have to do a job for me. So somebody's saying, what is the meaning of lemonade? The meaning of lemonade is turning lemons into lemonade. Lemonade is a drink. It's a drink made out of lemon. So people call me lemonade because my life was probably filled with lemon, and I somehow turned it into what? Lemonade. So I turned all the bitter experiences life threw at me into something that is edible, something that is not as bad as anything. So that is lemonade, and I love the name. My friends calls me that because if you know my story, you will know that there is no condition that is permanent. You know, that's why I tell people, Digital, which is a community that you can go to bed jobless. You know, like if they go bed now, you are jobless. You know, get more. You know, get one kobo. You know, get job, and you wake up tomorrow, you get 2 job at the same time, and the next month you will not get 1 naira for your account. You are earning 1,000,000 naira. Do you understand? Very possible. It happens a lot of time, and I still post them. So that's how that. So if you are that kind of person, you will say that your life was turned from lemon to lemonade. So that is it. You see, it's a very sweet name. So it's a very, very sweet name. I love community, and the way they operate is different, very enlightening. Somebody saying, may God bless. Somebody saying, I was not clear. I was asking if I can pay for me and my friends to join the class. Okay, you can. So, but that means I'm paying them now. Somebody say, ma, please, there's some job you will see description of 2 to 5 year experience in a particular skill. Please, how do you apply for those? My dear, learn skill first. Why you are still asking this question? Because you never joined the community. I said when you join the community, you are not just learning skills. You are learning confidence. You are learning how to do all of this. You are learning how to defend years. Do you understand? So join the class, learn skill first. Then you see how easy other stuff will come in. Do you understand? Or every other things will come so easy when you have the required skills. I don't teach AI, but of course, somehow you will see how you use your ChatGPT and the rest, but that is not part of what I do. But I see somehow show you how you use them in a class. So that is that. So guys, somebody is saying you have really tried. I don't understand what Jennifer is asking, but I don't know. He said you have really tried for word. I don't know. I've asked so many questions, but no answer. Mercy Ude, what is your question, please? Mercy Ude, ma, do you teach data analysis? I'm not a data analyst. I don't teach data analysis. I don't teach data. I don't teach data analysis. I teach on-demand skills, things you can easily learn. Currently, I don't teach data analysis. So, dear Nemone, what are the learning or job option for a nurse? Okay. Omo, you have to type it in capital letter for me to know. Okay. I'm making payment tonight. Okay. Somebody say, I attended live. Oh, guys, we have spent more than 1 hour here already. So, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for joining us today. And I sincerely look forward to having you guys join our class. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing experience for me and you guys. Like my July student I just graduated, these sets were amazing. So amazing. So you guys are going to be my next students, and I'm looking forward to having a great time with you guys, right? I'm looking forward to really having a great time with you guys during this section. And I'm also looking forward to seeing your success stories. You know what I mean by success stories? Seeing your job offers, seeing all the things you are going to win. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of that. So come join us and see you guys on 2nd September. I'm looking forward to see you guys 2nd September. So at least you can see that I'm a very lively person, and you get to look at my dimples very well. You're going to see my fine face too very, very well for 1 month. Even if I know they teach anything, you're just looking at my dimples, my face for 1 month. It's a lot. And ask my student, and my students will tell you, Epitos is a good teacher. I'm a very amazing teacher when it comes to teaching. Like, I teach with passion. So you be my students, you enjoy this section. You understand? Whatever happens today is just like a tip of what happens in our class. I'm just listening to myself, and this sounds so funny. So there's this buffering. I will talk finish before I will hear the sound. So before I hear, like before you guys hear it. So I talk and I listen to myself, and it's funny on what I'm saying or what you guys are hearing. So it's so funny. Don't mind me. So I'm going to drop the number and everything. So see you guys and enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there, guys, and enjoy your weekends. Have a wonderful day. So have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Somebody is saying, Okafor, can we ask you question in your DM when the class have a group? So when the class starts, everybody will be in a group, and you ask questions in the live class, or you ask questions in the group
you have me in the group. You're also going to have other people who are working with me in the group. Every question is going to be in the group and we are going to answer it. So the thing is that you ask question anytime and somebody will be there to what? To answer you, to respond to your question and so on and so forth. So that is that. Somebody saying 15 August, we are waiting to. The class happening in 15 August is not for you guys. The class happening in 15 August is for my students, not for you guys. But when you guys start your class, the video will be made available for you guys. But for now, the class is for already graduated students, not for intending students. Can you drop the accounts? I'm going to drop the accounts. I'm going to drop the account for you guys and details. So thank you so much. And I sincerely enjoy having you guys here. Bye.